right, we are back with another PrizePicks video, and guys, we are talking NBA. I almost said WNBA. NBA, actual NBA. Starts tonight. We got two great games to start the season off, and I'm only going to be talking about these two games. So I got 5 plays for you guys, and then obviously include the Curry, discount and the tacos that come out today. This Reeves one looks great. But yeah, use those with confidence, and maybe mix and match these 5 plays I'm going to give you guys. But if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We've been doing this for just over a month now, and we're already up over 1,200 subscribers. So I cannot thank you guys enough for the support. Leave the video a like, let more people know about it. Share the video if you want to do that. And then let me hear you guys in the comments. I always say, if you love one of these plays, let me know in the comments. If you hate one of these plays, try to change my mind in the comments. And let me know if you're tailing, of course, for sure. But we are here. We made it to NBA season. I get to make my first regular season NBA video. Super, super excited. So let's get right into the board. And, why not just start the season off right? Let's go LeBron James. But I'm not going to go – some of these picks aren't like the fancy, I'm not doing all points or whatever like that. Some of these, nitty-gritty picks are coming up. But I'm not going to his points. I'm not going to assists. I'm actually loving his rebounds. 7.5. We're going to go over here. Bron in his older age, you'd think like, oh, he doesn't want to bang with like the bigger guys down low. No, he's a legit power forward now. I think he's going to be starting at power forward, at least for this game. And obviously the Nuggets are a team that don't give up a whole lot of rebounds. But Bron's going to I can already see him grabbing a few of those one-handed rebounds. Then he brings the ball up slowly up the court. He's going to do that little step back 3 that he loves to do. But I love rebounds for LeBron here. Let's go check out why, based on the analytics here. As you can see, it is the plus EV bet, so we love to see that. So if you're on a sports book, definitely go ahead and take it over there. Obviously on PrizePicks and Underdog, we just get the normal odds from what PrizePicks gives us. This is new to this app that I use, so I don't really know what this means. I'm not even going to look at it yet. But last 10 games, he's gone over this line, 8 of the 10 games. So loving to see that. Obviously, this is a glaring thing for us. Rebounds allowed for Denver. They don't give up a lot of rebounds. Obviously, it's a new season. They got a very similar core this year. So let's drop at the last 20. 75% of the last 20, Bron's gone over this number. And then head-to-head, you'd think, oh, okay, maybe that's not good. No, 5 of 8 he's gone over against Denver specifically. And that includes 4 of the last 5 games against Denver. And that's in the playoffs, so, even bigger atmosphere. So I like LeBron here at 7.5. If you're a guy that looks just at the odds, we're looking at minus 115 for the odds. The only kind of hesitancy, if I'm going to give any hesitancy towards this bet, would be that Denver doesn't give up a whole lot of boards. But as we can see here, Bron's able to do it. He's turned into I think he's probably just getting that even old man strength, 38 years old. And he's going to go rip some boards down even with 80 in the lineup. So loving Bron to start off the year right. And let's move into the next guy. We're going to go Jamal Murray. We got 2 Nuggets players coming up. I'm going to go to his 22.5 points. People kind of forget, he kind of reminded everyone the end of last year, especially in the playoffs. But Murray is he's a stud. He can drop points. He's an all-star. He's an all-NBA caliber type player. Coming off this injury, obviously, it takes a little bit of time to get back into things. But he's back. He's fully back. This is the last 10 games for Murray. Over in 7 of the last 10. Again, a lot of these are playoff games as well. So that's playoff defense he's doing this against. If we were looking at, the Lakers obviously have a few different additions here. But I don't think, Taurean Prince and maybe more minutes for Rui Hachimura is going to do anything crazy. Gabe Vincent off the bench isn't going to be stopping Jamal Murray from scoring. So I'm loving to see 7 of the last 10. He's gone over this, 13 of the last 20. And then in terms of the head-to-head, he's absolutely killed these guys. They swept them in the playoffs. You can see all these games he absolutely cooked. I do not understand why this is favored to go under this line. It's I guess not favored. It's very close. Minus 115 to go under 22.5. This was plus 100 a second ago. Now it's minus 101. So I don't know why, but I'm loving this Murray line. I think he's going to have a great game. We know Jokic, he's going up against AD. He's not going to be, pounding down low all night. We know Jokic can kind of get whatever he wants, but he's going to be diming to Murray, and I'm loving Murray's line here. So if you look at his assist line too, I was kind of looking at his points assist line, thinking he could impact the game a little bit on both ends of the court. But he really, especially against Lakers, they want to lean on Murray for scoring. I don't even know where his assist line is. Oh, here it is. So if you want to look at his assists under, go for it. I just like the points over. So 22.5 for Jamal Murray. Really liking that one. And then Michael Porter Jr., I think he's going to be a popular play today. I'm not going to his points. I'm going to be playing them in other slips for sure. This was at 13.5. It's moving up as it should be. I'm going to go to his rebounds. I'm actually doing a decent amount of rebounds today. Oh, did I just click points? Yeah, I hate this is PrizePicks. They need to fix this. It's been going on for a while. You look up a player and after 5 seconds it goes back to the main screen. It messes me up a bunch. But Porter, 5.5 boards. We're going over. All overs for us today. If we're watching the games, we want to root for some overs. Obviously, go for unders when it makes sense, but just happens that we're going all overs today. Michael Porter Jr. Obviously, again, like I mentioned, he could definitely score the ball a lot tonight. I could see him doing that. But we're going to his rebounds, and this is the rebounds right here. I thought this was points because that's how well he's rebounded. Last 10 games, he's gone over this in 8 of 10 games. And he's not just grabbing 6 every time. He's grabbing 10, 13. I don't know why this line is so low. 75% of the last 20 games over. Head-to-head, over in every single game. The Lakers give up a lot of rebounds. Now, you think they brought in a great rebounder this year. No, they lost Bruce Brown, so a guard, obviously, and they lost Jeff Green. So it's going to be, honestly, more Michael Porter Jr. He's kind of been, very, very highly rated prospect coming in, had that back injury that lingered him for a while. But he's kind of coming into his own. He's a bigger body, kind of built like, Jason Tatum or something like that. And Porter's going to be able to rebound the ball, and he's showed that he has done it, past 20 games head to head. He's done it every single time against these guys. So Porter at 5.5, I really, really love. Obviously, Jokic is going to go grab a bunch of rebounds against this team. But yeah, that's my 2 kind of combos here for the Nuggets. Attack Jokic all you want. I think he's going to have a great game as well. But this is what I'm going for them. Let's jump into the next game, actually. We're going to go to Klay. Obviously look at Steph. Like I said, there's no Draymond today. So you might be like, oh, he's not going to get to this points line, which is what we're going to be looking at. But I've looked at the stats, and he actually plays completely well without Draymond. Really well sometimes, too. So let's go pull up Klay's thing here. Just while I'm on the topic of injuries, we got to go to this game. Just while we're on the topic of injuries, no Klay Thompson, no Bradley Beal today is another thing. And then I can't think of anyone else, but those are the 2 for especially the 10 o'clock game. We're going to his points. Whatever, let's just open his page. We'll open it on turnovers. Points, 19.5. The money is on the over to go over this. He's done it in 5 of the last 10 games. He's done it in 12 of the last 20 games. And then in terms of head-to-head, he's done it in 2 of 5. But the past 2, he had 29 and 38 points. So I'm liking Klay here at this spot. Again, I think Klay, I know he was audibly upset with people saying he's washed. And he said, give me time. I've been injured. He's one of these guys like Murray coming off an injury now for like a year. He's been healthy. And he's got it back. I've been a person that said, oh, Klay Thompson's washed. But I think he's going to have a good game today. We can specifically look at games without Draymond. So just to see that it doesn't really affect him all too much. Of course, that's the last one game he played without Draymond in the last 20. But we look at 2022. He's gone over in 3 of 6, including a 42-point game and a 32-point game. Head-to-head, doesn't have one. But this is kind of what I was looking at. The 6 games he played without Draymond, he's able to go over in 3 of those. So definitely not my favorite play of the day, but I'm liking Klay. I'm liking Klay in this spot for sure. And it's a team, again, no Bradley Beal. I don't think that would really matter anyway. But I'm liking Klay in this spot. I'm not. I'm like juggling over how I get back to this page. How do I get back to normal? Oh, here we go. But yeah, 19.5. As you can see, he kind of picked it up as the season progressed. He's had a whole off season now. He's very, very, very healthy. So I'm liking Klay at this spot, and so is the money. So Klay over 19.5. And then let's jump into the last pick here. I'm going to go to Nurk. Nurkic, we're going to his fantasy score, 27. This was 27.5, I think, a little bit ago, so we're actually getting a little discount here. But no Beal is huge, and Nurkic can score points. His line was at 9.5 or something with Beal in the lineup. It's only jumped to 12. He's going to be going up against Looney for a lot of this game. It should be like a rebounding battle, but Nurkic plays well against Looney. If you're looking at Looney's rebounds, I loved that line until I looked how he plays against Nurkic specifically. Now, a lot of those games did come in like 2021 where Looney hadn't kind of made that next step. But Nurk's a big body. They traded Ayton. Obviously, he was one of the biggest assets they got back. So he's kind of filling that void on a championship team. Nurkic's got to play well. And I like Nurkic. He's been one of my, he's been my fantasy team a lot in the past. He isn't on it this year. But I know he can rack that up very quickly. He's going to get, a block or a steal or something like that. And his points, rebounds, assist line's at like 24. So, where is that? Nurk. So if you don't like this, fantasy line, go under his points, rebounds, assist line. Because if he gets that, he's getting this. Because he's going to get a block, he's going to get a steal or something like that. And his field goal percentage is solid. But let's open up his page. I don't think there's going to be much shown because it's fantasy score. Nurk. Where are you at? 24.5. That's fine. 23.5 here. That's looking good. Obviously, there's games that he just hasn't played well. But there's games that he absolutely kills this. And again, they got to incorporate this guy into the offense. They got to incorporate this guy, grabbing a lot of rebounds. This is a championship team that they need Nurk, their starting center, to play well. And Nurk's able to do that a lot. 54% of the last, all of last season, he's able to do it. So again, this isn't even fantasy score. That doesn't count his blocks and steals and everything like that. Solid field goal percentage and everything. So Nurk and Klay are probably my second tier picks here. I'm really loving LeBron, Murray, and Porter. And I'm loving all these picks. Definitely combo it with the taco. I've already done that, so I won't put them in here. But just kind of, let's lock it in together. Why not? Start the season off right. 20 for 200, 5-man flex, and I'm just super excited. I could talk NBA all day, and I might drop a video. I'm going to make a video tomorrow, or probably later today, honestly, for all the games tomorrow, and that might be like a really long video if you're interested in that. And obviously I'll end up making and giving picks. But yeah, I could just talk about the NBA all day. So super duper excited to be able to make this video. Hopefully you guys, make a lot of money during this NBA season. It's one of those, it's a sport where there's not a whole lot of Steph's going to score 25 points probably. Is he going to get 27? Maybe. That's kind of what you're looking at. The only thing you're kind of, scared of if you're thinking about that is foul trouble, I guess. And obviously injuries can happen to anyone, but NBA is definitely a moneymaker, and just super excited to be here. So let's make some money tonight, guys. I'll see you probably later today, maybe early tomorrow morning. I'm finally back home. So that's going to do it. Peace out.